Let's see. Medicine or nature, you said? Natural
Yep.
world?
Natural world, yeah.
I'm using them D&D terms. I'm gonna do
Medicine and poop
medicine because medicine's higher.
So with a 61, the thing is, you look through, you're looking around, nothing seems out of the ordinary, but when you actually look in the hole, there is a poo in there that is quite recent. Maybe no more than
What?
a day old.
Oh shit!
Oh,
There's a
I
there's
mean,
there's a, a fecal matter there in here that's
I mean
fresh, like
that's no. Oh, fresh. Oh,
fresh. Yes, very recent.
we
Is
got
is
some
someone
squatters.
here?
We must got some squatters.
Some squatters. It was actually Future Ghost, apparently.
Future Ghost did it. We're gonna get you, son.
Yeah, other than that, there's not too much in here, but you do notice that it's due to you've had to look at poo and everything like that for the animals, so you know that this is relatively recent.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
I enjoy how you guys are like, there's gonna be possibly nothing in here. Nope.
There's
Frank.
definitely a
Fresh
poo.
dump. Someone's here.
Frank, do Jin? Do you know Jin, or is it just Mortimer?
I'm not too familiar with no gins, except for the one that Ma drinks.
I think it's a little bit different. Mortimer, do Jins? You know Jins? Do they poop like humans?
Oh God, Kathy's opening the door. She's just going in.
But wait, does Mortimer know of Jin poop though?
I correct me if I'm wrong, but if they're an otherworldly creature, something elemental like, I I wouldn't say that they would really need to defecate. Like, also, I don't think they would truly need to eat anything like sustenance in a certain sense, like we normally would.
So someone else is here then. Frank, uh, the other people that hunted down Marion and maybe the others, keep an eye out. They might be here.
Hmm.
Oh, great! Gonna
Do
be
you
on high
imagine?
alert.
Do you imagine being an assassin and like waiting for people and you get discovered because
Catherine?
you use the bathroom?
As you step into the farm to the barn, I need you to roll me a dex check.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
oh,
Oh,
oh.
Dex. Oh, that's not.
Oh,
I'm not very good with Dex. I'm not very
Can I
good.
jump in and soccer mom that shit?
Oops.
Catherine,
W-
as you are walking
Oh.
in, you're like pushing the farm door open, and you like
Oh.
there's debris all over the ground. It's hard to push the door open, and as you step in, you actually trip open over like a loose board right where the door is, and you trip over and you fall, and your hands smash into broken bottles, and you're gonna take 1d3 damage.
Oh.
oh,
Kathy, don't go in
Take
there
1
yet.
point of damage as you fall down, and your hands just smash into the glass, and you have all these cuts and scrapes and are bleeding from the sharp glass.
Oh, drat. I cut myself.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
fix that.
Mortimer would walk up with his flask and just say, "Put out your hands real quick."
Oh,
And
sure.
and he would pour the alcohol in hopes to keep a possible infection at bay. And he would use his hand gauze to wrap it up.
Would you like to use first aid?
Let me see. Well, I don't really think I can really do anything when it comes to. You know what? Hell, I'll
I
give it a
can first
shot.
aid myself if you can.
Yeah, if you want to do that, if you want to assist, you can do Catherine. You can bandage yourself up, and like he'll give you all the stuff, and you can do it. So you can do first aid.
Okay. I will do. Let's see here. First aid.
So as
There it
Catherine and
is.
Mortimer are like bandaging up her hands, what's everybody else doing? You're gonna get back that 1 point of damage. You get 1 point back for your successful
Sweet.
first aid.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. Rudy looked in there. He's all right with it. Rudy's gonna look in the back window here, see if he can see anything.
In there.
Bro.
So, looking inside of there, you will see that it is a 2-roomed building. Dust and decay has been taken over this. Much of the furniture has started to rot. You see where you're looking inside, you see a small work desk with a bunch of papers all scattered across of it. What looks to be a worn blanket laid out on the floor. That's what you mostly get in here. But as you're looking outside of the house, you see that most of the open ground in the area is covered with wildflowers. There are dense patches in front of the house, and flower and vegetable garden once grew. The flowers are spread across the area. But you do see that there is a vegetable patch in the front where you're standing that seems to have well-grown fresh vegetables.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
And you also see that there is a dilapidated porch swing on the edge. And on the lintels over all of the doors and windows, you see oddly carved symbols of a strange nature.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So Rudy read the journals and stuff, and he remembers reading about the like wards that were placed to try to contain the creature.
Mhm.
Would he have the idea that that's what these are? That's what he's seeing.
They matched the drawings I had in the book. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, he's
Mm.
going to. Are they're carved in? You said sorry.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna make a note of those. That the actually he's gonna walk around the house and make sure that those are all intact. I'm guessing they're over every door, every window.
Going all the way around, you see they're on every
Yeah.
door and window, and they all seem to be intact.
Okay. So he just mutters the jinn again, but kind of nods this time, like he's about as satisfied as he can be, not knowing shit about jinns or anything, or like how to contain them. That well, whatever the journal said they did to keep them locked up is still there. That's got to be good, right?
Hmm.
I guess the only other thing I'd ask is looking through the window, um, outside of the blanket that's on the floor, is there anything else like maybe tracked through the dust or like
You can
grime
roll
or
and slide
anything?
in.
Okay.
Oh, spooky. Oh,
Spoopy.
oh no.
Now, Rudy,
Mhm.
you can either keep
That's
that
me.
failure, or if you want to try and push the roll, you can tell me how you're going to push it.
I'm gonna try to push it. He's gonna take his sleeve and wipe the dust off the window, the grime and crap on the window to see if he can squint in and get a better look.
Okay.
Hopefully not
me-
push too hard.
Success. You're rubbing the window.
Oh,
Ooh.
You're trying to look through. You can feel like you're leaning real hard against the glass, and you start to hear like and like maybe the glass is starting to crack under your weight, but you pull back just at the last moment, and you can see it looks like there's some muddy footprints that have been walked through the room.
All right,
Mm.
that's enough for Rudy. He's gonna wander back and tell everybody that there's someone's in the house.
Oh, who? I wonder who.
all the wards are still intact. So creature should be tied to the house. I didn't see the creature, but I saw the muddy footprints and a blanket. Someone's camped out here, potentially waiting for us. He looks over at Frank with like a worried expression.
Frank's gonna check his revolver, make sure it's loaded.
Uh, um,
Kids packing. It's a little bit safer.
do we go and investigate the house?
If-
Oh, it's spoopy though, but
We're
Should-
supposed to go in. Catherine, are you satisfied with the contents of the barn?
I was actually going to ask if there was, from where I'm standing, is there anything of interest that I can see?
From where you're standing currently, no.
Okay. Yes, I think for now she's looking at her bandaged hand. I think I will stay out of the barn for the moment.
Okay. How do we want to approach going into the house? We know there's someone in there. Not much good outside of the old bar fight here and there. Does anyone else have any weapons aside from Frank here?
I think I might have a scalpel in my medical kit. I don't normally carry weapons on my person.
Better than nothing. Could work in a pinch. Mortimer? Margie?
I don't have a weapon, but I wouldn't mind taking a peek in the barn just to see if there might be if this is a barn, there might be either like a hand sickle or I don't know, maybe an axe.
That is
I don't know,
true, yes.
something for some type of self-defense in a sense. But
I've got
yeah,
my hat pin and an umbrella, and that's done me a lot of justice. Wow, I'm turning into Bob Levins.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There was some Bob Levins in that.
Farm
So,
fresh
welcome to
hat
the
pin.
world of Lovecraft.
As you and Catherine look through the barn, roll me a luck check. So you want to roll under your luck.
Oh,
And it's your
luck
new luck
check.
score now since you've used some.
Indeed.
Let's see. Luck
Ah.
check.
38. With a 38, you find a rusted sickle and a rusted pitchfork. The pitchfork is
Ooh.
broken off at the hilt, but it could be used as like a jabbing device at very short range.
Mm.
I will hand the pitchfork off to Margie, and I will take the rusted sickle.
Margie's dual wielding now.
Dually.
It's an umbrella and a pitch.
Or if Catherine wanted the pitchfork.
Give it to Catherine, because I've got a hairpin and an umbrella. Or hat pin.
Hat pin.
pins. They were
Hat
deadly
pins
back in
are
those days.
that's like
Yeah.
not a that's
They
a pretty
were-
good weapon.
They were the women's self-defense back then. Shing, shing, shing.
shink shink shink. You
Shank.
shank people with them hat
Spank.
pins. They're for
So-
shanking.
So we're all about as ready as we can be.
Oh, God.
I believe so.
Well, who's first through the door?
Oh.
I'd rather not be. I'm not great with confrontation.
I won't let my daughter go first. Sorry, Frankie, I stepped on you.
How
Sorry,
about if
shoes are ruined anyway?
I go
So-
first and sorry, you go.
No, go ahead, because what you say might actually matter here.
How about if I go first, then Frankie, since you're the one with the the right hand of God right there. That might be if I get hit, that might be enough to give you time to lay into them, if you know, with that little slug, with a few slugs.
My God, Morty, I've been around the block so many. I go in first. You
God,
And
got
we're
as-
life to
arguing about it
live.
because of first.
Oh, jeez.
As Margie is going in to go through, you would think the door would be locked, but Margie, as you push against the door, it swings open just by you touching your hand on it, and you can see laying on the ground what looks like either like a piece of wood that was probably nailed to the door to reinforce it and keep it closed is scattered on the ground.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she
Hmm.
didn't scatter it, right? It was pre-scattered.
She just pushed on the door and it just opened, but she can tell because Margie's been in some rough and tumble places before. This was, you can see the nail sticking out. This was probably nailed to the backside of the door to keep it closed.
Oh. Hmm.
Do I see anything, though, or any movement?
You can roll me a spot hidden.
Oh, it's a boy.
Spot hiddens.
Scroll.
Do you see it?
I see it. I saw it. I'm slow.
Oh, that was close.
You don't seem to
Close
notice
enough.
anything unless you want to spend your luck.
Yeah, you could spend 5 luck to succeed.
I want to spend 5 luck. Let me pull that up there.
So as you spend the 5 luck, as soon as you hear the door open and you see the board, all of a sudden you stop for a moment. You're thinking, and you hear like a down below you, like something tripped over something or ran into something. Something was disturbed in the basement below you.
Oh.
Something down below be creeping peeping down there.
Be creeping, peeping.
This room is small.
Does it feel too small?
I'm uncomfortable.
I guess I'm gonna
So-
go in.
As you're looking through, Margie, you see that most of the things here have been decayed. Even the table with some papers and all that strewn apart have started to mold and go back into being mush. But you see, as you're looking around, you see above you, there is a trap door to the attic. And to the left of you, you see that there are stairs going down into the basement.
Is that a pot cooking something?
Right here, you can see that
Mhm.
there was, it looks like the wood stove is not active right now, but just kind of looking
Okay.
around and the smell, it's probably been used within the last day or so because there's still that odor of the ash from it.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
um.
Kathy, be careful. I see an entrance up there and a downstairs entrance there. And it's been recently cooked here.
Ah, I see. Oh, are there things on this table? These things look
They've all
interesting.
started to mold away. There's papers that were there long ago, but they because there's been no weather protection against it, it's all started to mold away.
Oh. Okay.
So if she said there's someone or something in the basement, Rudy would maybe recommend that we deal with the person first, because maybe hopefully it's a normal human, and maybe something that the 5 of us can deal with before we get to any of the monster, otherworldly kind of things.
How do you know what direction is the human, though?
Oh, the journals have said that the djinn is locked or can only go up to the attic in the house.
Oh, up to the attic. Okay.
Up to the attic.
Spoopy poopy.
Sorry.
And as you all start to walk through the house, the sun starts to set slowly. And Rudy, the last one through the door, starts to see as the engraving up top above the door starts to give a small blue glow.
Ooh.
Oh,
So he
we're
sees the
dead.
glow. Would he take that as the thing is working? Like the carvings working to keep something out or in?
That's up to Rudy. Because as the darkness starts to set, like as soon as the sun starts to set and the darkness hits that symbol, it starts to glow blue.
my god.
Oh. Gonna pop out real fast and see if the one above the closest window is glowing as
All
well.
as soon as the sun keeps setting and they all get hit by the darkness, you start to see that faint blue glow go over all the windows and doors.
So
Holy shit.
just a guess, and based on what he's seen, he's gonna mutter Jin again, and he's gonna say, "Gets in the attic. I think it's being there by the glowing runes."
Uh, the djinn is in the attic, you said?
I think so. I think the Jin is in the. You can see his hands like violently shaking now, like right underneath the thing.
Oh,
What do you all do?
I guess do we go to the store? Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the basement.
Oh, one question. Other than the old notes that are pretty much all rotted, is there like any lanterns or any
There was actually one lantern outside of the door when you walk in, hanging from the door frame.
Probably used to go out to the outhouse.
I would open the door to grab that lantern as it's
Okay.
getting darker, and yeah.
And because Rudy did a whole work around the house, you know that this was the front door, but like when you pulled it on Rudy, this one is locked actually.
Okay. And where's the? Did you say there was an entrance to the basement in here, like a trap door?
Oh no! Enters the basement is this little stairwell here, but
Oh, okay.
right here above you is the trapdoor to the attic.
Ah, all right.
A little too high up to
Okay, I
reach up
see.
to.
So, Rudy's gonna walk over to the basement. He doesn't want doesn't want to mess with the Jin yet.
No.
Gonna kind of postpone it, but he also doesn't want to be between, like someone that might be hunting us and some weird otherworldly creature. So perhaps we take care of hopefully a normal human being first. It's kind of like nervously glancing down the stairs, and he looks it over at everybody.
Is that a burning stove?
Yeah, that's what
It's a
Seastar
stove
was
that's been
looking at.
used in the past.
Oh, okay.
So recent, but not
No,
super
not
recent.
active right now. But it's
Yeah.
been used in the past day or so by the smell of the ash.
Oh, and is that a fireplace over there?
Same thing.
Mm.
Oh boy.
I
Actually, are there
feel
any?
are there any
Are there any like utensils, like a fire poker or anything like that
There
near
there
these stoves?
is near there. I would say you could find it for roll me a luck check again.
Luck check, you say?
Yeah. This is the cool thing about
Coming
Call of
up.
Cthulhu. Maybe there is.
Fingers crossed.
33. As you're going through, you go and you see that the fire poker is actually in the fire. So you can reach in, grab it out.
Oh.
The fire's been out for a while, so it's not like burning hot, but you do have a fire poker.
Ooh.
I will hand that off to Rudy if if that would kind of help him get a little bit of courage towards our predicament.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh,
He'll take the fire poker and maybe feel a little tiny bit better.
Mortimer, is that fire poker iron? Is that what's good against these jinn? Would you know?
Ooh.
well, random knowledge would say something about fairies and such, but jinn might be a different story. If they're elemental and somewhat, well, let's just say I think a bit of iron against a gin. And I don't mean to be morose about it, but I figured this will do much better against a possible mortal instead of a possible immortal. If that makes sense.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check before they have too much longer to take us by surprise. And he'll start heading down the stairs.
Okay. Let me change something because you have that now. Bam. Okay, so. Yeah. Do. Oh, can't do it on this screen. Ha ha ha. Multiple screens.
Yes, he was going for the stream screen like I do.
Don't put me in my box. So as you head downstairs, you go down the stairs, and as soon as you do, you hear the grrr as Rudy touches the stairs.
Oh,
Someone comes out from under the bottom of the stairs,
Oh God.
running
No.
directly at you with what looks to be the leg of a table, and takes a swing at you.
Son
Just
of a
yelling,
bitch.
"No!" And then
Okay.
this guy's
Try to-
go. So what is your dex?
of fat 25.
Okay, this guy definitely goes first for a
Yep.
brawl. What does he get?
Reach and try to use the fire poker to keep him as far away as possible.
Hard success
Ouch.
on you.
Oh,
As let me
Mortimer with a hard success?
Yeah. Sorry, I got a hard success. Bam, bam. You take 9 points of damage
Told you
as
guys.
this crazy hobo deranged looking man is like, "No, you're not gonna take me alive!" And then just wham slams Rudy over the top of the head.
Good thing he's got
And
his
he's-
flight cap. It saved him major damage. Padded.
And Rudy, this man tries to bolt up the stairs past you. You took a major wound because you took over 5 damage. So I'm going to say with this major wound, you slide into the back, and he is able to run up, and he is going to try and run past Mortimer, Frank, Katrina, and then. So what do you all do? You see this crazy man running up the stairs.
oh God.
Frank's got his gun out, so I mean, if he knows that he just smacked Rudy, he's gonna try to shoot him.
Okay. Roll me your firearms.
All right.
If you go into combat, you have your weapon rate all right there. You just success. Yep.
Ooh.
2 points of damage. That's what did you roll? Let me just double check that. 1d8. Okay. Yeah, you do there. So the only thing is, in this moment, because you have it, would you do empty the clip? Empty the clip is you can, because you are point blank range, you can fire off 3 rounds in 1 turn. So are you just doing 1 shot, or are you gonna do 3
Ooh.
shots?
I'd say that he's probably pretty jumpy, so he might do the 3 shots
Okay.
just as like a.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
The Discord
So
is
these-
Discord booted him.
Discord?
Lewis,
Stop
come
it.
back.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, jeez. Man, I don't know why Discord does this to me. I
Okay.
was saying
So
as a
normally, with the empty the trigger, you would have penalty checks on all of your attacks, but because you are within point blank range, it's just going to be straight rolls for everyone.
Okay. Okay, so you might just roll 2 more times then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a failure.
You can spend 4 luck and make that a success.
You know what? Let's do it.
Okay.
I'll change that.
And then roll your last one.
Right. And oh, jeez.
Oh
If you
no.
want to spend 8 luck, another 8 luck, you can make another success.
Fear response got it. I'll leave that one. So
Okay.
just the 2 hits and a miss.
All right. So with the bam, bam, you let off this crazy man with the table legs run up, trying to push past Mortimer, shoves him, and then spam, bam, right in the stomach, one in the chest as he slumps over and tumbles back down the stairs.
Oh my god.
Oh, good.
What do you all
Great
do?
heavens.
You'd hear
You
another
see
grunt
Rudy
as the
on
body
the
rolls on
side,
Rudy.
bleeding from his head, kind of like disoriented. He's down because he took a major wound. He's going to be down for like a turn or two. But what are you all doing?
Uh, 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 is he? Does he need help? She's going to try to rush down the stairs to see if he needs help. Rudy.
I'll go ahead of Catherine just in case if there's another bastard waiting down there or not. But yeah, I'll rush down there with before Catherine.
Frank is
Margie's gonna be close behind with her hat pin. Don't touch my daughter.
And Rudy, I need you to make me a con check.
Oh,
Oh no.
okay.
Oh.
You
Ooh,
feel like you're about to pass out, but you fight it off.
oh god.
Fuck that guy.
Every roll
Yes.
is making me so nervous. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Yeah, I've been
Alright.
calling it that Rudy's going to be the first one to go out.
So what's
And he
everybody
almost
doing?
did in one hit.
Frank is going to be visibly shaking, and I keep sinning. He's just going to walk over and sit down in the chair.
Ooh.
Or do you look at Catherine's dead? You guys get him?
No, I can try to heal him, right?
Yeah, you can
Rudy.
use a first aid to give him back. If you succeed, you give him back 1 HP.
I'm gonna try it. Let's see here. Skills. First aid.
Success. So you get back 1 HP.
Okay.
And you're not bleeding out anymore.
It's a good thing. I'm at a whole 4.
Whew.
Where did he go?
Oh, where'd he come from? Where'd he go?
If you guys go downstairs, you'll
That-
see him laying on the ground, bleeding out.
Yeah.
So everybody
Oh,
who goes in the
okay.
basement.
Me, I'm in the
I'm
basement.
gonna
Yeah.
go.
Rudy's rubbing his
Same.
head. And he's going out the basement though.
Frank's going to see everyone else going, so he's just going to follow suit.
Oh, I think I'm stuck in the wall, Grim.
Yeah, I think I'm stuck too.
Oh, okay. Let me.
There we go.
Here, I'll just put
Grim, I'm
everybody like this so-
scared.
Thank you.
So he's laying on the ground,
Dude,
bleeding
laying
out.
on the ground. You see, he's got these 2 gunshot wounds as he's bleeding. He's like, "No, I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought you were the. And he's like, gurgling up blood. I thought you were the creature."
Uh, do I try to first aid him? Can I try to first aid him?
Oh. Do you have a limit on that?
I don't know. I was just wondering that. Is there a limit on first aid?
There is not.
How many?
There is not. The fact of the matter is, you need the time to do it, though, right? So, like, you can't do first aid in combat encounters. It's something you have to do when you
Okay.
have the time to be able to apply first aid. It's not like I heal you with magic. It's like I have the time. I'm gonna check this guy out.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
try and patch him up.
I guess she'll say to him, if you will stop attacking us, I can try and help you.
I'll do it, please. Just please save me. I don't want to die.
Margie will come over to help Catherine to hold him down and assist in any way that she can with the first aid.
Rudy, I didn't know. I thought it was one of the people that might be after us.
No.
You didn't know. You didn't know, darling. We don't know what's in here. It's okay. Now you shut up and hold still. And she holds the guy down so Catherine can work on him.
All right.
Here, I got
Would
a little bit of alcohol and honey. It'll make it feel better.
Would that end combat?
Oh yeah, he's down on the ground, like he's bleeding out. He is in no shape or form. And the fact, the man, that one of your people have a gun, he's like, nah, No, I'm good. He's just like, oh.
Oh, him's little scared face.
So does that mean I could do first aid now then?
Yeah, he's just laying down. Yeah, he's like,
Okay.
please, please, I don't want to die. So you patch him up the
Did
best you can. He's still like he's having trouble. There's still the bleeding, but you're gonna have to get this man to a hospital at some point. But he's as stable as you can with this side of the road patch job that you did on him.
okay. Uh,
I'm sorry.
who
Just
are you?
my name's Jack. Jack, I just please, it's gonna rip this apart. I don't want to. Please, I want to leave. I didn't mean to stay here. I just needed a place to sleep. And he's incoherent and just rambling on. If
Hmm.
Catherine's the one that questioned him, you can roll me a psychology check if you like.
Oh, psychology. Let me see here. Psychology.
Margie's just
Oh,
gonna
shoot.
dab his forehead with her handkerchief.
Huh. I have a very low psychology. I'll try though. Nope.
If you will let me know how you want to push the roll, as you're trying to like pry into what's like his psyche and everything like that.
Can I help somehow? Is that a thing?
You could help try and talk him down. So she would get a bonus die to it for her next
Okay.
if she wants to push a roll. You could help and do the bonus die if you depending on what you're doing, or if you want to take over, you can take over.
Oh yeah. See, do you have psychology? Do you have a high psychology? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Is that something she could do then? Take over?
She wants to talk to him. So you failed. You're trying to read him, but you can't. He's just rambling so much you don't know what's going on with him.
Hmm.
I'm a roll psychology. Oh, titties.
You don't understand what's going on. He's rambling. You don't know like what state of mind he is. Is he just crazy? Is he actually like talking about anything in specific? His mad ramblings. Even every once in a while, it's like the trying to talk through the blood coming up. Like you can't get a read on this individual.
Hmm.
Nah,
And
nah,
I'll say
love
with
you. Sorry, go ahead.
yep. No, I was gonna say with
No,
the
I
two
was-
failed rolls, like you're prying him, you're trying to check him over, trying to figure out what's going on, and all of a sudden he just passes out from the blood loss on the wall.
Oh. Hmm. Uh, well.
At least he's quiet now.
Is there
I guess we could
is there anything in here to tie him up with, in case he doesn't expire before we leave?
Yeah, you could find some. You see that he has some old rope. He has some of his belongings down here that you can shuffle through, and you find a length of rope that you could probably tie him up.
Okay, yeah. We'll tie his hands and feet, and then do you have anything else worth a shit in his belongings?
No, not at all. Like tin
Okay.
cans, a sport.
Hmm.
All right, so Rudy's like rubbing his head still where he got whacked, and he's looking around to see what else down here, like anything else that might be of use.
You can roll me a spot hit.
Nope.
You're dizzy. The head wound that you've just gotten, you can't even see straight at this point right now.
Okay. You see four francs.
On the walls, are there any glyphs that look similar to the ones that were on the walls in the midsection of the house?
You can roll me a spot hidden as well for this room if you like.
Ooh.
Spot hidden.
hidden.
Coming up.
Spot hidden.
Where's the spoot? It needs to be
The
hidden from me.
spot hidden.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's a good one.
Hard
Oh, hell yeah!
success.
Nice.
The cellar is small and has a low ceiling, making the room almost feel claustrophobic for everybody here. The floor is a hard packed earth. It's cooler than the house above and smells of dirt and dust. You see that there's an old pair of chairs against the base of the steps, a table with a missing leg, which you now see that it was Jack who tore it off. Shelves all line the walls, but you just see cans and boxes, nothing that really is of any use to you besides some old perverse foodstuffs. But as you're looking around, you see piles of old lumber. You see a ladder, which matches about the same height to the trapdoor in the ceiling, and you just
Mm.
barely catch a glimpse of glowing blueness underneath of this tarp.
Oh.
I would like to shift that tarp over so I can inspect that rune.
You see an old, intricate chest, and engraved all around the lid is those symbols emitting a blue light.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, well, I do not trust this.
You hear all the
May
players
I-
collectively fill
Oh,
their pants.
Oh God. Okay, so I don't think I've really looked into whether or not I could really recognize those runes from either the tome of hieroglyphs, ancient hieroglyphs, or anything of that sort. Oh God.
With it, I do remember that Rudy informed you all that he saw these runes in the Book of the Brotherhood.
Oh shit. Okay. Book of the Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Wait, does he have the Book of the Brotherhood?
The journal.
I think
He has a journal.
the
That is
journal,
Oh,
yeah.
also a document of the Brotherhood.
Okay.
Get the journal, maybe? Yeah.
Rudy, may I see that journal that you got from Rupert?
Of course. Hand it over.
Thank you. I would feverishly flip through it and try to find something that is very much like that, but in a section that might say runes or wards on
Rudy already read it,
cases
so
or.
he can
Oh,
easily help
shoot.
you. So the
Oh,
fact of
cool.
the matter is that he read it. You know that the last gentleman who was here, who made sure that all the runes were in place before he left to go look into more information, he put this chest down here and warded it just in case the creature could ever get down
And I believe they should have
Oh.
it. If it's that one from the journal, I believe they should have like everything that they left here that was still like of use
Oh,
for what they
right.
were doing.
here. Yep.
Yeah. So we should open that shit.
Yep.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna open it?
Rudy will go ahead and open it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
As Rudy undoes the one leather strap, flips it up, undoes the other leather strap, opens it up. You flip open the trunk. Inside, you see 6 folded black robes, an old cigar box, and a sheaf of yellow papers.
Hmm.
All right.
What?
Can you look at the papers and see if he can make sense? Or actually, he'll just take them out and hand them straight to Mortimer. He's not going to be able to read them so great right now, anyway.
All the papers are handwritten notes, all dated from 1877. All the sheets are in Marion Allen's handwriting. None of the writing mentions the silvery talcum-like powder. Sorry, shouldn't have read. 6 sheets of paper, all. Yes. So you will see when you look at the paper. This. And Mortimer, because you are trained in Latin, you know exactly that this is Latin.
My God. Latin. Okay.
So the 6 sheets of paper are all. So you find 6 little sheets of paper, all with this script on top of it. You find 1 sheet of paper that identifies that this chant has been written out of the De Varium Mysterium. It also states that the original chant detailed in the ritual for releasing the spirit in the ancient amber, several words within the incantation have been replaced, changing the original summoning ritual to one of exorcism. So you see that where someone has taken these pieces of paper and has swapped out one of the words over and over and over.
Oh.
Exorcism.
Then you see another sheet of paper with a symbol of a pentagram.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Rudy would pass along the information. The pentagram is very important. In the in the journal, one of them panicked and broke the pentagram to try to send the creature back, and seemed to release it instead.
Oh.
I think the pentagram being complete and unbroken is important.
Oh, we gotta draw, huh? We gotta draw real good.
There's one last sheet of paper that discusses the procedure of the ritual itself. It informs you that it will take at least an hour to perform and must be started at midnight. While at least one person speaks aloud the ritual phrases, another person must draw the pentagram on the floor, while another burns a certain combination of chemicals in a fire nearby. Alan's notes also mention that the chemicals resemble a brown powder, which he says he has prepared and stored with these papers in a metal canister ready for use. While one person may perform the ritual chant, the notes recommend that several people take part, allowing each individual to occasionally interrupt their chanting without disrupting the overall ritual or its potency. If the chant is continuous with at least one person reciting the repeating phrase aloud, the spirit must succumb. However, it warns that even the slightest disruption of the chanting may result in failure, requiring another ritual to be
Oh.
performed on a following night. The note suggests that during the ritual, a watcher be posted lest the sorcerers be disturbed by nuisances and distractions of malevolent spirits.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Oh, I am a nuisance and distraction. What do we do?
When you open up the
Okay.
cigarettes box, you see the chemicals inside the cigarette box.
Oh my
The
goodness.
brown,
Okay.
ickery liquor.
Mm.
And
All
because
right. Yeah.
someone took insanity, there is a powder inside of there, which, Rudy, you can roll me a Cthulhu Mythos, which you now have 10 in.
Oh.
Ten or less.
Oh.
10 or less.
Oh.
So, because I
You
want to
can
see
use
what
luck
this
to pass
is,
it.
I'm going to use 12 luck to pass it.
Oh, 12 luck.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
Okay. So, this both is awesome and sucks.
Oh boy.
You find the powder of Ibn Ghazi. The powder of Ibn Ghazi is a rare magical substance created through a specialist's arcane knowledge. When thrown or blown through a tube over invisible things, it makes them visible for a short while. In practice, the powder makes the invisible visible for 10 heartbeats, which is to say a few seconds at most.
Ooh.
Creating the powder is difficult and requires special ingredients not easily obtained.
Okay.
Oh.
Think is because I believe the journal actually called this by name too. So
Mhm.
he'll
Mm.
tell everyone that he's fairly sure that this is the powder of Ibn Ghazi. How we say, or how we see the spirit's actual form, which is terrifying by accounts. Kind of shapeless, formless thing full of many, many mouths. At least we'd know where it's at, though we might not want to see it.
And Mortimer, can you roll me a Latin check?
Latin check. Coming up. Where's that Latin? Alrighty.
Hard success. You don't even
yeah.
you don't even time to translate it. You just read it out for all of them because you can translate so quickly.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh, that's okay. That's a cool little thing with the handout.
Ooh. I exercise
Now
you
the
by
rest
the
of you
most
all
powerful man.
you can all read this because you're not reading in Latin. As Mortimer very quickly, almost like in furious, something taking over his mind, writes this out in English for all of you.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Oh,
Now,
I'm excited and scared.
what
I'm
would you
getting
all
an
like to do?
eldritch clue.
I'm cluing so hard.
I got the eldritch clue so good right now.
Oh well.
Nice. All right. So,
So you all know it's about 8 o'clock. You have 4
have-
hours until you can start the ritual.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Yep.
What do you all
and
do?
it said, did you say we have to draw the circle or the pentagram rather while they're
Yep.
chanting? We can't. Okay. Can't prepare things ahead of
While
time.
you're chanting it, yep.
Mm, okay. Huh.
You all wait for time to
Um,
pass.
Maybe we practice.
I was thinking that too.
Let's make sure everyone can say things.
The way
Yeah.
Grim says, "What do you do?" in such a soothing manner scares me so bad.
Oh yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
It's great. It's great.
But
Here's these horrors. What do you do? And I'm like, oh god, I'm shitting my pants. Oh,
So-
okay, sorry.
Rudy will kind of look around and is anybody particularly good at drawing, or anybody else?
Dang, this is
Actually-
where that art skill would have come in handy if one
Yeah.
was an artist.
Oh,
Also-
shoot.
Does it say anywhere if we need to read it in Latin or not?
No. You just need to know the ritual. So that's why
Okay.
it's actually
Okay.
better that Mortimer. That's why I said someone needs to have Latin because if
Oh yeah.
you all
how
would have
you
had
do
you
this?
all would have had a penalty die on trying to do this ritual because you're trying to speak Latin. Like
Yeah.
so, and you can't pronounce the words right, right?
Yeah, it,
So
it
I
would
was
have
like,
sounded
someone
like
has to have Latin to translate this, otherwise you will just fail.
yeah, it would have sounded like all of us reading Latin for real and just
Exactly.
been a nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay, okay.
yeah, Rudy will try to figure out if anybody want to volunteer for speaking, chanting, and maybe somebody in the group has to be good at drawing, right? The way I understand it, these symbols have to be precise as possible.
I have kind of a meta question. For the reading of the ritual, is that going to be a language check?
On there, no, you guys have the language on there. What's going to happen is there's going to be times when you might get distracted and you have to
Gotcha.
maintain your concentration on speaking the ritual.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why if you all didn't speak Latin, it probably would have been like a performance check during the ritual to like fake it till you make it type thing.
Okay.
But you have the
Yeah.
English version, so you're all good to go. I will say, Margie, you have quote unquote basket weaving. I'll allow you to use that for weaving this symbol.
Oh,
Back in the
Oh,
world,
yeah.
we had to make our own baskets.
Or anyone who has
Basket.
a sleight of hand, like actually invested points into sleight of hand, I'll allow that as well.
Seaster does, I know.
Nope.
Margie does. Does anybody else have sleight of hand?
Nope.
Let's see. Basket weaving would be under art. Where's art?
Use your sleight of
Wait.
hand. You have 50. Basket weaving is only
Oh.
25. So I would use your
Okay,
sleight of
so-
hand,
Oh, yeah.
Margie. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm so slow.
I don't seem to have
guys.
anything really useful
No.
for drawing, I don't think.
So this is, I'll say you're gonna have a bonus die when we have to do this during the ritual because you succeeded here. So I'll give you a bonus die during the ritual. Because right now you guys are just planning. You see Margie, she's practicing it over and over and over, drawing it great, and you feel pretty prepared. But right now where you are, you can't do it on this floor because you can't actually draw it out because the dirt is so packed.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, after a little while, if it seems like kind of about as prepared as we can be, well, Rudy will say, well, Margie is drawing the symbol that leaves 3 to chant, and seems like we have a good number. I
Another
could be the watcher. Is this all right with everyone?
Yeah, I believe so. I have a
let's do
question,
that.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you use medicine to give hit points back, or is that only for if somebody's unconscious?
That's if someone's unconscious. First aid is like that quick heal up, right? Medicine is actually
Okay.
like fixing long-term wounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you all go up to the first floor?
Yeah. In that time, can I use my first aid to heal Rudy then?
Yep.
Okay.
So all of you can only do one first aid. So like each of you, if you wanted to touch Rudy and give him back 1 point, you could.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So I could do it one more time too?
You already did Rudy once
Oh, wait, yeah, right.
for his head wound. So
Yeah, okay.
Can I heal
Oh
him?
my god.
yeah, you guys can do that.
Ow!
Oh my god,
Ow.
Lewis, please.
It is.
Oh,
weirdly,
no.
Like it doesn't matter what I play. I just roll the
The
worst
opposite.
results.
Yeah.
Have a 20% chance of failure, and I fail.
I'll see that first aid.
So as you
Margie
see,
Snow.
light.
Hey, getting a band-aid. I'm sorry, I failed you.
Oh.
Let me
Why is it
just
dark?
grab up because
I'm
it's
in the
nighttime.
dark.
Oh.
I'm gonna pee.
Oh, we need lights or something, huh?
I'm gonna
Yeah, give me a sec.
We
You
got
guys have a
flashlights and
lantern.
we got
I'm
a
just
lantern.
trying to.
It's like we have a lantern and 2 flashlights, I think.
2 flashlights,
Yeah.
yeah.
peeing in the dark.
Peeing in the dark. Peeing in the dark.
It sounds like a
Where's my torch?
80s
Right there. Bam.
metal song.
So you light up the lantern
Dark.
in this room where you're all at. You can see the bluing, glowing runes in the ceiling above you.
Oh
You
my
see
god.
the eerie light starting to spread out in the room. You don't know if it's shadows off in the distance outside, just playing with you, or just the unsettling as you all hear just a rustling in the trees far off in the distance. As you see the clock slowly tick, tick, tick towards midnight.
Oh.
um
Everybody got your robes?
Got your cultist robes? You
Oh,
ready
did
to
it-
do this?
Did it say anything about wearing the robes? Or Mortimer, do we do?
Would Mortimer know if it was just, just for their flair that they wanted to do it, or is it a requirement to wear the robes?
You study the occult. Robes are usually just for like the dramatic. Like every time you read a history book, it's like, did they need the robe? Were they ever part of the ritual? No, but they just look so cool doing it.
They're more like fashion guidelines, and sometimes they can cut a really interesting picture, but in this case, no need.
No robe.
I prefer my dress.
I'm reading through that journal, and there's some scary stuff on
I'm too
Yeah.
scared to read through the whole
There's
journal.
some scary stuff in here.
I read through the
And
whole
as you're
thing.
finishing
Too fun.
reading some of the pages, you all hear boom, boom, boom. 12 chimes as
All right.
it's midnight.
Oh,
Begin.
My god.
Oh,
it's
So
time.
Rudy will go and take his spot in the chair to watch over everything. And he'll kind of gesture towards everyone to start the ritual, and for Margie to begin drawing the circle. Of course, he's kicked the old blanket out of the way.
Where do I draw? Right here? Right here? Right here?
Yeah, the middle of the room, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Oh yeah,
perfect.
let me get out of the middle of the room
Kathy,
here.
don't touch the circle.
Yes, it seems very important to not ruin the circle.
So Margie starts to draw the circle. Who's chanting?
Oh
I
yeah,
will
because
begin
we
the
take turns,
chanting.
right?
You can all chant actually at the same time, they said.
Okay, so
Oh,
we can chant
Let's
at the
do
same
it.
hell yeah.
time.
All right.
All right.
It's in the Discord. I shared it, so.
Because I
Oh,
love it.
Ooh.
I would
Mhm.
love if one person did the chant, at least one.
The O Spirits one?
Yep.
I think James should do it.
Oh, God.
What if we take turns? After a phrase, the next person
Yeah.
goes.
I
Okay.
love that.
Okay. Hell yeah. Alrighty.
What's the order? What's the order? James first, then
So I
who's
think
next?
I think Margie has to write the circle the whole time,
Yeah,
or
so I guess
draw the
Yep.
circle rather.
so it'd
So she's
be
not
me,
chanting.
Lewis, right? Me, is it me, Lewis, and James?
Yeah.
Do it.
So Mortimer starts it out, then Catherine, then Frank.
All right.
Alrighty. O spirits, you I exercise by the power, wisdom, and virtue of the divine knowledge, by the dark void, by the name of the old ones, the root, trunk, source, and origin of all the other divine names, whence they all draw their life and their power. I exercise you by the name of Nyarlathotep. Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah, sorry, finish the paragraph. My apologies. Can finish that paragraph?
Oh, yeah. I exercise you by the name of Nyarlathotep, signifying the most excellent bringer of wisdom, his majesty so high and brighter than the stars of the void. I exercise you by the most powerful name of Azathoth, the all-powerful who shall punish the crimes. I exercise you and I command you absolutely, O demon, in whatsoever part of the universe you may be, by the virtue of all these names. Hear you and obey.
And as you do that, the first 20 minutes of the ritual are going. Make me, Margie, sleight of hand with a bonus die.
Sleight of hand.
Not a hand.
Sleight of hand. How do I do the bonus die?
Extreme success.
Oh,
Perfect.
you got a good success.
Drawing it as perfect as you can. And as soon as Margie, like the first 20 minutes pass of Mortimer reciting this chant and just drawing the circle over and over, all of a sudden, as soon as he does that, you obey. You hear a boom on the ceiling above, and from above
Oh my
you.
god.
Hell yeah.
And as you all
Holy
hear this,
shit.
like, just a noise you don't understand, you can't comprehend, is like something's trying to talk to you through the floor. The skittering of claws, the movements make no sense to you. I'll need you to make me a sanity check.
All of us? Everyone?
Ooh.
Yep, everyone.
Oh, hey, oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Sandy, where you at?
Oh, woo. Oh no.
Oh
Okay, so everybody who
Wait, so Margie
passed
can Margie spend luck on sanity?
on
Since
there,
there's only
yes,
one
she
off?
can. Yep, she can indeed.
How
So
do
everybody
I
who
spend the luck?
passed, you just take it off your sheet as like one.
Oh, okay.
Put it in
So
edit mode.
everybody
and
who
-1.
passed takes 2 points of sanity.
2
Everybody
points
who
of sanity.
fails, let's see.
Whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to click again.
Oops, where's my edit?
2 points of sanity. Okay.
And everybody who failed takes 2 points of sanity. So the thing is, I'm gonna roll 2d100s. Goes one for Frank. Frank got a 59. Frank, as you hear that voice above you're thinking all of a sudden, like the gargled voices inside of there, you swear at point, you're "Stand unclean," and you just freeze up as you go
Oh,
catatonic. Your eyes roll into the back of your head, and you just fall up against the fireplace.
oh,
Rudy, roll you another D100. Let's see what you get. 24. You, you need to get out. You need to
Wait,
leave. This is
Rudy
oh.
passed.
yeah,
This is
but
for.
you're indefinitely
Oh, okay.
insane. Anytime you take any sanity damage, you have a bout of
Oh,
madness
okay.
now. You need to leave. You need to get
Oh,
out of here. You got to run as far away as you can. You're
oh
just
no,
everything is just you're gonna die here.
oh
Okay. So he is
I will
compelled to
allow
get the hell
you
out.
for you. I will allow you to do a pow check. A power check.
Alrighty. Uh,
Sorry, I hit a thing and I didn't mean to.
You succeeded. You need to flee, but because you strong arm through it, you need to get out of here. But you know that if you run out of here, probably going to die. So the best way to
okay.
flee is you just start reciting the ritual as hard and as fast as you can. For the rest of this, you are going to be doing the ritual nonstop.
Okay.
no.
So instead of
Oh.
making you run out to your death, I'm going to make you do that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
If you made me run,
Okay.
I was gonna actually see if I could uh roll something else to see if a bad thing happened to you. But yeah,
So next one to perform the ritual.
Catherine.
Is it me? Am I next? Do I read it? Is that what I do? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
oh, I failed. I didn't know if there was like a D100 thing for me since I failed
No, you
my.
haven't took enough.
Oh,
You haven't took enough
Oh,
sanity. It's either if you
oh,
get
cool.
5,
Okay.
or they're both clinically insane at this point. So anything that
Oh,
sets them off right away.
okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, being
Oh
insane
my god.
sucks.
oh.
All right.
Okay. I read.
Please don't. I don't know why I brought it up.
What was that?
No, I'm
He
just
brought
myself. Don't worry about it.
he brought the bomb up on accident.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going, I guess. O spirits, you I exercise by the power, wisdom, and virtue, by the divine, knowledge, by the dark void, by the name of the old ones, the root, trunk, source, and origin of all the other divine names, whether they all draw their life and their power. I exercise you by the name of Nar. I can't pronounce it.
Nyarlathotep.
Narlathotep. Oh, yeah, that word. Signifying the most excellent bringer of wisdom. His majesty so high and brighter than the stars of the void. I exercise you by the most powerful name of Azazel. Azathoth? The all powerful who shall punish the crimes. I exercise you and command you absolutely, O demon, in whatsoever part of the universe you may be, by the virtue of all these names, hear you and obey.
And as another 20 minutes pass on the ritual, you hear the banging. Frank, you wake up as you hear another large bang on there, getting out of your comatose state. There's You've all heard this, so that you don't need the sanity check, but off in the distance you will hear, please, please, help me, please, someone, help me, as you hear a woman screaming far off into the distance.
Oh. Do any of us recognize the voice?
But
For
Rudy,
all of you know, the only person who does is Rudy. It's the sound of Maggie.
Maggie.
would would Rudy even be able to stop the chant to
Mm-mm.
go check on her or anything?
Not at this point. You're still stuck within it.
Okay. Yeah, so some part of Rudy knows that Maggie's out there, but I don't. Maybe through the insanity, he thinks that the only way to rescuing her is to finish the chant.
You hear, please, anyone is gonna get me out of here. Anyone, please.
Oh God.
Does anybody do anything?
What, do we keep going? We have to keep going, right? We can't interrupt the thing.
Is Frank awake enough to do his part?
I think so.
Yeah, he woke up as soon as you hear that slam on the ceiling above you, and you can hear like the cracking of the wood above you, and like under the weight of whatever is up there is almost bowing the ceiling.
So I guess Frank's just gonna start to try to read as well. Hopefully,
Okay.
I don't stumble too much. O spirits, you I exercise by the power, wisdom, and virtue, by the divine knowledge, by the dark void, by the name of the old ones, the root, trunk, source, and origin of all the other divine names whence they all draw their life and their power. I exercise you by the name of Nyarlathotep, right?
I couldn't pronounce
I couldn't
anything.
say it. Sorry, James. I feel like I've let you down.
I know. I felt like that too.
The most
You're
excellent
fine.
bringer of wisdom, His Majesty so high and brighter than the stars of the void. I exercise you by the most powerful name of Azoth. Azoth? Yeah, I think. The all-powerful who shall punish the crimes. I exercise you and I command you absolutely, O demon, and whatsoever part of the universe you may be, by the virtue of all these names, hear you and obey.
Once again, another 20 minutes pass. You hear the boof, and I need Margie to roll me a luck check.
Look. Look. Okay.
Margie,
Shit.
as you're like drawing the circle over and over and over, you hear another as the roof above you cracks, and you see this black ichor start to drip from the ceiling, and it gets on top of you onto your arm, and you're going to take 2 points of damage as this ichor just burns into your arm like acid. Just as you all see these drops of black ichor just falling from the ceiling above.
Mother.
Behind
Happy, don't
Mortimer,
get near it.
you hear, please help me, as the window gets shattered behind you, and you see an
shit.
almost pale gray, chest exposed, heart ripped out. This woman, her arm reaching through the window. Help me!
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh.
Need everybody to roll
Then
me
we
a
lock
sanity
the
check as
doors.
this dead
Sanity.
corpse is smashing through the window.
Oh God.
Does Rudy recognize if this is Maggie or not?
You do recognize that this is Maggie.
Oh,
He has a
no.
it's like a pang of loss from a long time ago, but still is trying to talk through the ritual.
Oh.
Everybody
Oh,
who
no.
failed takes 4 points of sanity.
Oh, I didn't roll the same. Dang it! I didn't roll the same. Hold on a second.
So, Margie, you take a sanity, and Franklin, you take another bout of sanity. You're absolutely losing it.
no.
I'm just losing it,
Yeah,
Oh,
let me
no.
see. Everybody else is going to take 1. Let me see on this one here. As you see this, it's not possible, this creature. Okay. Was everybody used 62? Rudy, as soon as you see Margie and you're losing it, you have like this panic of like, are we all dead? is this the moment? And you see as Rudy takes the fire poker and just jabs it into his face and pulls it down, leaving a giant scar on the side of his face just to feel that he is in fact alive because he thought he was dead.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
no.
no.
Oh my God.
And then for Franklin, you have an whatever you would do as a dramatic emotional outburst.
Dramatic emotional outburst.
Oh my goodness.
That was for
Hmm.
Franklin?
Frank.
That's
Yep.
for Frank, I think.
Yep.
Oh, Lewis.
Kind of outburst do we get?
Lewis?
Ref-
Lewis?
I don't even know, man. This is-
Aww.
yeah.
An emotional outburst. I'm trying to think of what he would do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
I have an idea if you
his-
want.
Yeah, please.
Maybe Frank he starts yelling for his dad. To help
yeah,
him.
that's kind of
Yeah.
what I was leaning towards. Was like the whole his dad dying in a weird way, and then Merryweather. So I guess, yeah, he just be like, Dad, what did you get me into? Is this because of what I did? Oh, you should be here now instead of me.
Oh.
And last but not least,
Oh.
Rudy to perform the ritual.
Rudy performed the
right.
ritual.
And as he's pulling the poker down the side of his face, says, "O spirits, you I exercise by the power, wisdom, and virtue, by the divine knowledge, by the dark void, by the name of the old ones, the root, the trunk, the source, and origin of all the other divine names, whence they all draw their life and their power. I exercise you by the name Nyarlathotep, signifying the most excellent bringer of wisdom. His majesty is so high and brighter than the stars of the void." He stops and puts up part of his cheek that he ripped down. "I exercise
Oh,
you by
God.
the most powerful name of Azathoth, the all-powerful, who shall punish the crimes. I exercise you and I command you absolutely, O demon, in whatsoever part of the universe you may be, by the virtue of all these names. Hear you and obey."
And as soon as that happens, Margie, you're pushed out of the circle as you hear the banging on the window. Please! And you see forming from the ritual circle this dark void of multi-formational eyes and black tendrils
Oh,
start to swarm.
God.
And it's trying, and you're all outside of the circle, and you boof, boof, boof. It's just banging up against the wall, just trying to get out of this ritual circle as you all continue on the chanting. And you all keep chanting and chanting, but I
Oh,
need
God.
everybody to make me a POW check.
Oh, a power check. Ooh, power check. Let's
The
see.
wall
Oh,
was
yeah.
easier than this.
Oh, power. Okay.
Power.
So, Mr. Keeper, would I be able to toss some of that powder I found in on like a whim of seeing this thing in front of me?
You can
See if it
you'd like.
changes the form at all?
Mhm.
May I spend some luck to succeed?
You wanna, I guess.
All right, I got to do math because I'm crap at math.
What you want? What
Saying
you
it'd be fun if you fail. Jeez.
No, no
Well,
failing.
you know what? Never mind. Let's see where this baby goes.
No.
Let's ride the crazy train.
No.
Okay, so you see Rudy throws this powder, and all of a sudden, this a swarm of just black energy and eyes starts to appear. And all of a sudden, as it hits, you see the shimmering silver dust fall over it, and all you see is this large, hulking creature made of nothing of eyes and mouths.
Oh.
And every time you look in one of the mouths, it looks like a constellation of void energy and stars looking through you. And you see these writhing claws just reaching up towards the ceiling as its full form fills the entire circle. No longer do you see this swirling energy, but this this unimaginable form, this entity from the stars that you can't even begin to comprehend. As you all just sit there in fear as you see this, except for one person, Mortimer.
Ooh.
Rudy
You're
immediately
looking and you
regrets throwing
see
that.
as it forms, you see inside of the shadow, Louise. Mortimer, Mortimer, please, please. I I came back. I thought I could do it myself, but it traps me in some type of other realm, and it's weak right now. You've all performed the ritual. Just break the circle, and I think I can get out. Just please, 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 Mortimer, help me get out before it gets me. Mortimer can do whatever Mortimer as the character would do.
Oh no!
This is literally what happened in the journal.
It is.
I read it too.
Yeah, I shouldn't have thrown
And I
the
will say
powder.
though, Mortimer, you're not like enthralled by this thing. It's what Mortimer in this moment, having all the knowledge as a person who thinks what he would do. It's not like you're under a spell. It's just you think this is, you see Louise in this void, right? You don't know if it's actually
Oh.
Louise. You don't know if anything like that. It's just,
Yeah.
would Mortimer take a chance on it, or is he? It's just, I'm saying you're not under any compulsion to do anything. It's what Mortimer as a person would
Yeah.
do at this time.
At first, there would be like a manic joy that comes across his face, and like an arm would about to reach out, but then he catches himself because he remembers that letter and that one part of the letter that he stupidly burned off in the church. And streams are coming down from his eyes, but he's trying to gain his composure, and he pulls his hand back, knowing that whatever this thing is, if it's showing you the cosmos, if it's showing you the universe, it could show you what you want to see the most. And he's going to resist as best to his ability. He's going to hold his hand back, and he's just going to keep chanting along with his heart breaking
Ooh.
and his eyes just burning from the salt of the tears.
Ooh.
As
Oh my
Mortimer
goodness.
pulls back, realizing that this may not be Louise. You all of a sudden start to see the form of Louise walking towards you, and the creature that everybody else has seen grabs Louise by the neck and snaps it
Oh.
and throws her back into the void.
Ooh.
As this large, imposing figure looms fist against where this ritual circle ends. And you can all see Rudy and Franklin, who read the book. You see burning from where the forehead may be, that symbol that was engraved on the man that was found dead at the docks. And as the ritual finishes one more time, and you hear the dung, dung, 2:00. You hear as lights start to pierce out of this creature, and you see the ceiling turns into a circular star void, and all of a sudden it feels like the gravity as the tendrils start to flicker up into the ceiling. You see it grabs down onto the floor, these large, massive claws reaching into the floorboards, and you see them as the wood has started to rot away as this creature gets pulled back and into the ceiling. Closes. And you hear last please help. The body of Maggie falls to the ground lifeless,
Oh,
left there in the middle of the night, as if nothing ever happened.
are we safe? Is it gone? Uh, did we do it?
Kathy? Kathy?
Mother, yes?
Margie just engulfs Catherine with a hug.
Oh,
She's bony
are,
and she stinks, but she just wants to hold her and know that she's okay.
are you all right, Mother? The black, the ooze, the whatever that was.
I don't care. I just want to know you're okay.
I think so. Is everyone okay?
As okay as I can be, I guess. Can I make a listen check to see if we hear anything in the attic?
You can do a listen check for sure.
Sweet.
Franklin succeeding on the final roll for him this evening.
Ooh.
It's gone silent. And I'll say with your listen, you're kind of like looking around at the same time. The blue eerie glow of the runes on the attic no longer glow blue. The slight bluish tint
Wow.
around all of the windowsills is gone.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my god.
is it gone? How do we know for sure if it's gone?
Rudy's standing there holding his face, and he's and myself both just remembered something awful. Feels like
Oh,
we
no.
forgot a part of something. Something about pieces of amber and a sarcophagus, and Rudy hopes that we didn't mess something up and didn't half-ass the ritual. But if it sounds like the thing is gone, then he's about as happy as he can be after having gone through all this.
I think what the pieces of amber were the things that were being let out of the ritual, because in the journal it said that originally there was 3, and then
Yeah.
after they performed the ritual, the last one had like vanished.
That's what I was thinking too. Like maybe that's just what they came from.
All right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So
Hopefully they weren't needed to trap it again.
So who's gonna check
night
the
passes.
attic?
You all hang out in the house, and dawn approaches. For the rest of the night, you don't hear or see anything. And as the sun starts to rise in the old farmhouse, you hear chip, 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 chip sounds of birds in the trees
Animals.
singing the morning song. You hear the car of Ma driving up the driveway, and the truck pulls up. You all go back to your lives, don't really knowing if that was real or it was just some fever dream. Maybe there was some mold or rot that made you all hallucinate. But what do you all do after these events? So assuming you all go your
Margie.
separate ways.
Margie's gonna be more aggressive with protecting her daughter and being in her life and trying to actually be a mother.
Oh. Oh.
At the
And I
house.
imagine we'd probably like try to fix up the farm, right? Probably.
Yeah. And grow
I
all
would
the
think so.
wildflowers for the pollinators and animals.
Have lots of aminals. I would
Yeah.
think that's what they would probably do.
Yeah.
Make it all nice.
I would think Franklin would try to stay in contact with Mortimer and try to learn more about the occult. and probably stay in contact with Rudy because they shared some insanity.
Yeah.
You both, I will say, after this, you're going to have to check an insane asylum for a little while to gain back your sanity. Or you're going to have to see
Fair.
therapists, or you take up chain smoking and drinking. That's also another way to lower your sanity.
So that's how Margie got through it.
Yeah, that's how she did it.
I got through the war that way.
Rudy, what are you
I
doing?
feel like
Uh,
Margie and Catherine would go pick up all these people after all their shit and be like,
Come to the farm.
Yeah, I kind of think so too. Or at least
Yeah.
invite them out sometime because we all went through some shit.
yeah.
We all,
Sorry,
we're like tied somehow together, you know? We're tied by the shit. The crazy shit ties people together.
We're forever bonded from shit.
From the crazy shit.
I think
Forever.
Sorry.
Rudy would
Rudy.
try to take that title as the pilot professor, but probably wouldn't be able to keep it because he was already kind of shaken by what he saw before when he was just working here. And then dealing with everything that happened here, he probably wouldn't be able to keep the job. He's kind of a wreck anyway. And
Aw.
if Frank was going to keep in touch, um, he might try to learn a little bit on the side from Frank, but probably not, or from Frank and Mortimer, but not dive too deeply into it, as it would probably scare him off a little bit. And I don't think that Rudy would ever set foot on this farm again.
I guess he won't be coming out to our farm.
No, I
sister.
don't think he would come out.
And Mortimer.
Mortimer would he would okay, so he would definitely keep in touch. One thing that he would do after some more studies, especially after an exorcism like this, he would periodically come back and follow certain rituals to keep this place clean.
I was just gonna
Just to
ask
make
about
sure,
that.
just repurify, just to make sure that
Yeah.
whatever holds there once were are expunged. It would be like a probably every 6 month situation. I'd come back to do that.
That's cool.
And
I was thinking the same thing. Maybe we would ask Mortimer to come out and do some protection spells or something on the
Come
place.
on, Morty, let's go do our salt ritual for the grounds.
and yeah, if Frank and or Frankie and oh my god, brain fart,
Rudy?
Rudy. If Frank and Rudy would, I would definitely teach them. And I would follow, Rudy's instruction. Be like, don't go too far with teaching him so much that it might rehash some things. But there'd be a lot of introspective looking. Every once in a while, he himself would go to different psychics trying to find the real deal in hopes to I don't know, in a hope to find a lifeline still attached to this realm of Louise, and hoping to God, relying on that one bit of humanity of hope that what he saw was merely an illusion. He's just hanging on to that, and finally he would take the chance to study at the Miskatonic University in Arkham.
Cool.
That's
zoom out.
wonderful.
Little couple ending scenes. Frank, as you're looking into it, delving inside, trying to understand a little bit more and how your dad could have been involved with something like this. You're walking through your family home, moving a bookshelf that you've never moved around at the request of your mother, and you step on a floorboard that seems really loose. As you lift it up, find an old diary, writings of your father, where he's been, things he's seen,
Oh my
and how he
goodness.
writes and hopes you never have to see the things that he's done. Rudy, can't take to the sky anymore. too close to that void up high. Maybe you take on driving for Mortimer and Frank. You're always a little shaky, and once again, going back to telling people what you've seen and drinking your life away. Catherine and Margie, you take back up the farm. Agnes and her son try and fight you for the deed, but the lawyers inform them that it is indeed yours. You fix it up, you make it a home. With the money that you were left as well for Merryweather, it was easy. You start up the farm. Mortimer, you're in Miskatonic University, studying, looking further, talking to psychics of no help. One day while studying in the book halls, all of a sudden a woman sits down in front of you. Haggard, hair a mess. She says, well, seems I need a little bit of help. And you look up and see
Oh.
Louise.
Oh,
Oh, you sentimental. Oh, you.
And Catherine, final shot. You're cleaning up around the house and you see that old cigarette case when you all did the ritual. You open it up and you see that there's the flask still within the box. The ritual was a success. You shrug it off and close up the cigarette box again, storing it under a shelf. And as you close the lid, you see the brown ichorish liquid start to form and harden into a piece of amber.
Oh.
And multiple little red glowing eyes emit for just a second until they slowly start to form back into the amber. We'll end the session there.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
great.
never threw the brown liquor into the fire.
We didn't.
Nope. I
Mhm.
knew we forgot things.
I kept thinking there was something too. I'm like, what do we not do? There was something we didn't do.
Well done, everybody. I hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Grim!
Oh my God.
Thank you.
It's fantastic.
Dude, awesome. That was awesome, Grim.
Oh my goodness.
I'm surprised we survived.
I know we did. None of us died.
We're gonna need a second
us
shot.
almost
We gotta
died.
redeem that.
If anybody went outside after dark, you would have died.
Oh.
Oh,
I was too scared to go out there.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Spoopy poopy.
Rudy was close.
Yeah, Grim, if you had made me run, I was gonna ask if I could roll a luck to see if I messed up the pentagram.
Oh my
I
god.
was thinking
would've
that
been
too. I'm like,
bad.
if he runs, he's gonna probably run right through the pentagram. And
Yeah, because I
ruin
was
it.
looking at them like these are both windows here, so they're doors against us.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. By the way, good job, Mortimer, resisting the urge to break the pentagram.
Yes.
oh my
I was like,
God.
please don't break it. Please don't break
Dude.
it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm so glad that you that you reverse psychologied me into actually not using my luck to make the save.
It was in the thing. You're supposed to give everybody at this point a penalty on that roll. I was like, I'm not going to do that
Okay.
because someone is going to fail. I was like, and hopefully someone just accepts the fail. But the problem is you all almost succeeded except for him. I was like, come on, no, I need one person to fail.
It was way cooler that you didn't use the
Yeah.
look, I think. It made it way cooler.
That was
You
cinematic
ran
as
this
hell.
so brilliantly, Grim. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, thank you
Yes.
all. You guys delved
That was-
super deep into it, and it was great. You gave me great characters to create this little personalized one shot for all of your characters. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Thank
It
you.
was.
I
That
just realized
love
we
it.
That was
forgot
awesome.
about the guy in the basement.
Oh yeah, the hobo guy. I was thinking about
Yeah.
him. I'm like, I guess we probably took him to the hospital or something.
yeah. It was
Threw him
late
in the
though,
back
so I
of the
didn't want to do
truck.
all the nitty gritty.
Yeah,
But,
no, it's just
Everybody, can we just say a huge thank you to the Dirty Rollers for honestly making this an absolutely fantastic experience to run. I've been wanting to run Call of Cthulhu for so long. Thank you, Lady Mustela, for wanting to do Call of Cthulhu first off, and
Yeah.
all of you for just you guys got into it so hard that's what made this just so much fun.
I was like on the edge of my seat every time we roll. I'm like, please, please.
And huge
Please don't
thank you to
fuck up.
Grim.
Yeah,
Yes.
super big
Thank
thank
you,
you,
Oh
for
my-
Grim.
Grim.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Little pats on the back for Grim for
Yeah.
running an
Every
awesome game.
time there was a bit of lore, I just kept fangirling because I was like, "Oh shit! I remember that from this one story. Oh my god! Oh my god!"
James like, oh well, oh well.
Pretty much every 5 minutes, I was like, "Oh,
Oh well.
Because it is a one shot, the sanity checks are like a lot worse in a one shot than an actual campaign. Because
Oh.
right, they want people to go insane and like do the really cool mechanics for going insane, right?
Well,
So
there's no recovery here.
yeah, and because there's no downtime and because it's such short, they want people to go insane. Longer campaigns, there's a lot less sanity checks until you meet those mythos type moments. Like Rudy and Franklin reading the book, it was a D12 because they wanted someone to go insane reading the book. But normally in a long running campaign, that would be like a D4 of sanity, right? So and then you guys can go to sleep and recover and everything like that. But sooner or later, people will just go insane. That's just
Yeah,
part of the
yeah.
game. Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah.
I love it.
Guys, thank you
I love
again. It was great. I'm gonna
Yes,
rate
thank
out
you.
to.
thank you."
I'm gonna start to rate out the Verbal Hero. But if you all have anything you would like to say or promote yourselves, please do.
I personally don't, but I guess you probably.
I'm Maji. You can find
Andy?
me on the streets. I'm just kidding.
I'm not. You find me on the streets.
You can find us, this whole crew actually, plus a few others, every Wednesday night over on the Dirty Rollers channel, where we stream the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern, and yeah, we're going through Wild Beyond the
Yes.
Witchlight. It's a fantastic, fun time over there, and we'd love to have you come hang out.
Best D&D stream on the interwebs.
Aw,
It's so good.
Grim's so
So-
kind.
Everybody have a good night. I'm going to start the raid over onto Verbal Hero. He's doing a call party night. And as always, everybody, this is the important thing. You don't need this fancy setup, which shout out to Lady Mistella for making these wonderful reactives. They look absolutely fantastic. You don't need these fancy setups. You
Thanks.
don't even really need the book. This is the really cool thing about Call of Cthulhu. It's more story-based. You don't need the fancy dice. You don't need anything of that. What you need is this right here. Wonderful people who want to go on a story and have a good time. So get out together, find some people, have your own adventures, and I'll see you next time. Night, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Good night.
Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.